Welcome to CodeRush, Feature of the Week. Today, we're looking at cognitive features in CodeRush. So Mark, what have you got for us today?
Today I'm going to show you how to set up Visual Studio so that you can use the cognitive features inside of CodeRush to drive Visual Studio and to get features like voice to code, voice dictation in comments and strings, that sort of thing. Cool. By the way, if this is the first video of the series you're watching, you definitely want to check out the others to see what you can do. Really, really cool, powerful features that can reduce your cognitive load while working. With that, we're going to go into the CodeRush menu. I'm going to bring up voice commands because there's a menu right here to bring up voice commands. And I'm going to go over to the API keys. We're going to start over here. You're going to need to specify your OpenAI key here. Right, you can click this button to show the key. Nobody take that key, please. And the same thing down here, right, like that. And these keys are stored in the environment variables. So they will not show up in your settings. That way, if you ever...
Not getting checked in with your code or anything like that. Right. They're just purely on your machine in your environmental
That's where
variables.
They're stored. Unlike every other setting, these are, because they are so valuable, we are not storing them inside of the CodeRush settings. And then you're going to need to specify your Azure speech region. By the way, speaking of API keys, my Azure bill is less than about $5 US a month. It's closer to 4 is what it is for a month's worth of use of the voice features. So it's in general pretty low, even if you're using it a lot every day. The other page you want to be looking at is General over here. So on General, you have the option to enable the cognitive features, and you can specify your OpenAI model name. Now, right now, we're not doing any huge heavy lifting with regards to the AI services. So you don't need one of the more expensive models if you don't want to use that. You can use one of the lower powered, faster models if you want to. Whatever model you want, you just put the name of it up here. Make sure you get that text right, and it will use that. By the way, sometimes OpenAI has deprecated older models. If in the future, 5-10 years from now, they deprecate one of these models, you might get an error. You might need to come in here and re-enter that. You'll see the error in the code when it tries to access the model. Okay, in the code meaning in the UI on top of the code. Enabling voice features, you definitely want to check both of these boxes, or at the very least only this one. By checking this one, you get semantic equivalent functionality on your voice commands. So for example, I could have a voice command that says, build my solution, and I might say, compile my solution. Well, it'll figure it out if you have this checkbox checked. That reduces your cognitive load, reduces the burden on you to memorize the precise command. Right? Instead, you just get the essence of it, say it, and it acts on it. It acts on your command. Down here is the volume of my microphone right here. And what you want to do is you want to basically, the fast way out of here is once these boxes are checked, you want to come down here, you want to be quiet for a moment, and then you want to click auto set. So I'm going to do this. And there it is. It just basically measures the volume coming in from the room when you are quiet. So that means you could have music playing if you wanted, that sort of thing. You just basically want to get it at that point. You can also manually drag this up and down, but basically what happens is you'll notice as I drag it really high, the voice meter is in orange, which is indicating that it's not going to trigger anything. You won't get any dictation in at this volume level. So your goal is to make this just above room noise, and maybe include music if you like to listen to music while you're working, that sort of thing. And that's it for setup. Those are the things. Once you've done the setup, the left control key executes voice commands, and the right control key is going to enter code, voice dictation inside text boxes in Visual Studio, that sort of thing.
Okay, Mark, what happens if we don't do any of this setup? Is there any defaults in process? Is there any trials that will be active? Is there any way anything is going to happen at all?
No, nothing will happen. If you do not check these boxes, they ship unchecked by default. And if you do not provide these API keys, nothing will happen when you hold down the control key. So you have to go through the setup first. Once you've done that setup, then you should be able to go into the code and let's go try something in here. put a simple comment and say, this is my simple comment. And that's like your basic functionality test to make sure that's all working.
So we covered up setting up API keys, setting up voice. We know exactly how to get ourselves running. We know that the control key on left or right is going to operate these features. And we know there is a series of other videos out there to go and check out the specifics of those features.
That's right.
Excellent stuff, Mark. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks for watching, kids.
For more Feature of the Week videos, click one of the 2 video links on screen, or select from our playlist. Download and learn more about CodeRush from the DevExpress website. And be sure to subscribe to our channel to receive all the latest CodeRush feature videos. See you next time.